So I've been trying to organize my bookshelves and get all my authors together and kind of just make things a little bit neater. And when I was a kid, I've been collecting a lot of these books. I've been collecting for years. Used to get them at library sales and wherever I could pick them up. 50 cents here, a dollar there. A lot of them are pretty banged up. But when I was a kid, I used to hide stuff in my books. It was like my bank, like whether it was a $5 bill or a comic strip that I cut out of the Sunday paper or something like that. But I used to hide stuff in my books. And Moby-Dick was. I'll move it over into the light where it's a little bit easier to see it. I bought Moby-Dick. My dad. Well, I didn't buy it. My dad took me into a bookstore, as he often did when I was a kid, and he told me I could have. I could pick one book. It didn't matter what book, but I could pick one book. And I saw Moby Dick, and it had this really cool picture of this scary-looking whale on the front of it, and it was nice and big and thick, and I just thought it was Jaws. It was another story like Jaws, and I thought, that's gonna be good. I'll get that. I'm gonna read that. I'm in the 6th grade now. I'm old enough to read another Jaws novel. But anyway, I pulled it down off the shelf earlier, and I was kind of wondering if there might be anything in it, if I hid anything, and I did actually. From I should probably blur this out, but I don't think it matters anymore. My girlfriend, when I was 12 years old, her name was Karma Anderson, and we lived on Carter Road, Roanoke, Virginia. And when I was moving away, she wrote down a little note for me so I could write her a letter when I moved back to Virginia Beach, and I just found this. She was supposed to be the first girl I ever kissed, and I chickened out because I was 12 years old, and she was just too pretty for me. So I couldn't kiss her. Anyway, I found that in my what I thought was going to be Jaws, and it turned out I understood about 1% of this entire book in the 6th grade. I actually read it. I did read the whole thing, and my teacher, Miss Lefevre, thought I was crazy. Well, she didn't think I was crazy. She didn't say that, but she did see me trying to read it one day during, I think it was lunch break or something, and she saw that I was reading Moby Dick, and I remember she just said, "Well, that's a book." So anyway, I thought that was kind of funny that I found something from when I was like 12 years old. Loves you. Anyway, so anyway, thought that was kind of funny. Back to organizing.